Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari. I'm a broadcaster and also the Executive Director of African Focus for Youth Development, an NGO that caters to the needs of young people, women, and children. The program is called Shagalinko TV. It broadcasts from Nigeria. And this is welcoming everyone. And thanks so much to everyone who's been liking our page, who's been following us. We truly appreciate everyone. For those of you who comment during the shows, we also thank you. And this is a clarion call, an appeal to everyone that please still go back to all our social media handles, like the page for YouTube, subscribe, and then click on the notification button so that whenever we come on air, you can get notifications and join us. The program is Shagalinko TV, and it comes your way every Tuesdays and Saturdays, 2 p.m. West African time. And we talk about everything that affects humanity. For those of you who've seen the flyers before now, you would know what we'll be talking about today. But for those of you who just joined us now, well, not too bad. You will join us and talk about our issues. We'll be looking at paper qualification and skills acquisition, which is better. Should we do both? Should one suffer for the other? Especially in this era where COVID-19 has taught us that we need to find another source of livelihood or a source of income or something else to keep us busy. I think people are beginning to realize that it's not just enough to have all the degrees, the PhDs and all that, but you also need to have skills, technical or vocational and all that. And we'll be looking deeply into agriculture, food security and all that. And my guest is a wonderful woman who's been doing so well in all of that. And that's why we're bringing her today to talk to us about this very important topic. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, wherever you're watching us from across the world, join me as I welcome Lady Marlene. She's the Crown Prime Chancellor of the Americas, and she lives in New York, United States of America. Hello, Lady Marlene.
Greetings from New York. How are
Well,
you?
I'm good. Greetings from Africa. How is New York today?
Well, it's a bit gloomy. The weather is not too nice here past few days.
Oh, hope it's not Hurricane Katrina.
No. God is with us. God is with us. We're
Amen.
blessed.
He sure is with us. You're welcome to the program.
It's good to be here. I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to showcase ourselves and, the wonderful work that you're doing to, educate and enlighten and uplift Africa, uplift the
Mm.
people. And that is what is essential right now in the world. We need to hear and we need to see and we need to get active in helping the people.
True. Welcome once again. So, for our first timers, we'll have a lot of viewers all across the globe, and it's a good thing that technology is making it possible for you to join us. So, for first timers who are watching right now, listening to your audio, who is Lady Marlene? I know you are a whole lot packed into one. So, just tell us who Lady Marlene is, what you do, and then we'll take up our discussions from there.
Okay, I am a Trinidadian born. Um, I am an educator. I am a motivational speaker, a woman empowerment person. I lead. I'm a leader. I'm a change ambassador. I am the Crown Prime Chancellor to the Queen of Sheba of the Americas. And I'm the CEO and founder of Japatahan International, um, which consists of music, um, entrepreneurs, and it's an NGO with the United Nations. So
Oh,
I'm also a skills person. I teach a lot of skills in techno vocational craft arts, and I'm also a musician, a producer, an artist management organization. And a lot of this came from both my educational background, growing up in the Caribbean, and the skills that I acquired along the way. So it's a combination of both. and it has enabled me to empower the masses. And for that, I am very thankful.
Wow. Well, before we go on to talk, I want to quickly ask this question. And I sometimes ask some of my guests, you have so many portfolios, and how have you been able to cope doing all this and still making change around the world?
It's humbling. It's humbling when you have the support of the people involved in what you're doing. It's humbling when you help people. It's humbling when you save a life. It's humbling when you see people say to you, we thank you so much for what you have done for us, for our community or village, my family. Even if it's one person, if you can't feed 1 million people, you feed one person. And
True.
that is humbling.
True, true. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all you do, and may God continue to give you the strength and more will power to do all that. So we're looking at paper qualification and skills acquisition, because a lot of times, I'm happy you also work with young people and women. A lot of times there's this disparity and then confusion for young people whether to face their studies or learn a trade and all that. But we're beginning to see the trends that no matter how paper qualified you are, if you don't also have some skills, you may not find yourself friendly in the labor market. Can you take us through what you think paper qualification is and what skill acquisition is also, so that people might get a clearer picture of the two, and then would decide which divide our viewers would want to tilt to?
Okay, let me start by saying you give a boy a fish, he has fish for the day, he has food for the day. But if you teach him how to fish, he has food for life,
True.
you know? So it goes hand in hand. You acquire these skills, life skills, so that you can never die, your village can never suffer. You teach, you learn, you give back, you know. With the educational aspect, you can now take these skills and make it a business. You are prepared to get paid for the things that you do, the work
True.
that you do. So it goes hand in hand, And we have this initiative called Grow Your Own Food for Yourselves and Help Your Community project. It's growing like wildfire across Africa, especially Nigeria. In many states in Nigeria, we have established some farmers, and we are collaborating with farmers, progressive in agriculture. And they're taking our initiative to grow their own food, to empower women, to teach skills and training to widows and orphans and even children, because right now schools are closed. The pandemic has changed the world as we know it, and people are sitting idle. So it's like an initiative like this can empower people and make a life livable, make it more comfortable. Right now in Zimbabwe, the people are facing starvation, and we weren't able to reach the masses there. But we have a farmer there that is hit hard, but he still has food because of the initiative we started. And we're hoping to encourage all our farmers to support the farmer in Zimbabwe and the people in Zimbabwe. And I think we will talk a little more about that project later on in our conversation.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. So let's even, I wanted us to start off with music, since you are very passionate about music, but then you had already started off with agriculture and farming. So let's even just start off, since you've set the pace, talking about the country Zimbabwe and some of the things there. What drove you into the passion for food security? I know a few days back, while we were still trying to put the topics together, you mentioned something very significant, and you said even a woman from her balcony could grow food that she would eat. So that means no one will starve. And that really struck me because when you talk about farming or agriculture, people look at it from the bigger picture. I'm not saying it's bad, but then we sometimes forget the little things that make up, like they say, little drops of water that makes up the mighty ocean. You when you said that word, it really struck me because people have spars of land, just behind their house and all that. And they are waiting for the government to come give them huge sums of money to start up farming, in quote, and all that. So, what made you develop or go into food security vis-a-vis farming and agriculture?
Well, it's agriculture has always been a passion to me. And, way back when I was a school teacher, I taught children, and agriculture was a very big subject in education and the education system to teach the basics, you know. And when this pandemic hit in March and everything started shutting down and all these children were out of schools, it reminded me that um, that little skills taught people, children who are grown now, to do their own gardening. And a student of mine, she was doing it and we were talking about it. And she is even participating in this initiative. So let me just shout out Farmer Cherise from Trinidad and Tobago. Um, the one in Netherlands is Farmer Maria. She's a working mother, a single mother, a strong woman. And, I encourage her to do the balcony gardening to get organic foods, which is much healthier. And the initiative is, you take whatever is available in your kitchen, in your backyard, thing that you could recycle, like the 2 liter bottle of soda soft drinks, the Coke and the Pepsi, the 2 liter. You cut it in half, you put some soil, you plant a seed. You take dead things and you bring life into them. You know, life is important, and food is important. And nobody can ever complain about starvation or waiting on government or needing an education to plant a seed to get food. We have short-term crops, we have long-term crops. If you have a backyard, you can do intercropping. you know it is so easy to do, and we have these farmers all over the globe now, um, looking to educate themselves, to share ideas, concepts, to do community service, to help the children learn how to plant. It's no longer in the classroom, but it is in the community. And if you can help yourself and your family as a leisure activity, you know you can help your children to teach their friends. You can teach your neighbor. You could help the elderly. You go to the home of the elderlies and you get them involved, get them actively involved in agriculture, planting a seed. you know it is very, very humbling, and it's so exciting to see how it has taken up like wildfire across the world. Everybody's taking anything they can get their hands on and they're planting a seed.
Wow. Okay. I'll take a few messages here first, and then we'll come back and talk with you more on the farming issue. This one is from Frankie Bassi, and it says, "This is going to be hot." Another message here from David. Peter David says, "Wow, this will be interesting." And I got one that will interest you as well, Lady Marlene. This is David Vandy from, he says, "Brilliant discussion, watching from Virginia, United States of America." So, Lady Marlene, someone from your country of residence is also watching. Any word for all of them before we go on to continue? There are more messages, but we'll take them gradually as the program goes on.
Thank you, David Randy from Virginia. It's nice to have you here. I see Joseph Prince. I'd like to shout him out as well. Dr. Prince
Okay.
is the executive director of Japutahan, in Nigeria. And
Wow.
he would be, contacting you as well to give more information so you could put up on the site on all the
Okay.
exciting things that we're doing. So big up Dr. Prince for joining us.
Oh, okay. Beautiful one. Okay. I got some videos on some of the projects you've been doing, and I just thought that as you share with us, you might want to also talk about a few of them so that people who are watching right now could know. This looks like a fish pond, Lady Merlin.
Yes, this is a farmer from the All Progressive Farmers Association in Nigeria, headed by
Okay.
Dr. Prince himself. And this is a fish farming expert, and he is doing fish farming as a business. He's also interested in helping his community learn how to do this fish farming. And we are also working on packages and certification for farmers who participate in our initiative, who can buy and sell their products internationally and
Wow.
within the ECOWAS community and Africa.
Okay. That's a good one. I saw something here on granite as well. Take us through this one.
Yes, this is Farmer Sunny. He's from Kogi State, I think. I can't remember. We have so many
I
wonderful farmers.
understand. I
And
understand.
as you can see, he has the children there. They're learning how to cultivate groundnuts. And there's a woman there, she's also helping herself, educating herself, teaching the children, and she's getting paid to do this.
Wow. Wow.
So it's empowering.
Wow. Um, okay. I'll take one more and then we'll move over to music. This one looks like melon or something.
Yes, this is also in Kogi State, or dear Ambassador Farmer Salami. And he is harvesting the seeds, the watermelon seeds. And as you can see, the children are learning these skills and they're actively involved in the entire process.
I
So,
like the fact that young ones are also being incorporated to some of these things. So while they go to school and return, they can also help their parents in the farm or whatever it is. And it's a two-way thing. So they generate income. They are able to also fight hunger and starvation. It's really a good initiative.
yes, it is. It's really really exciting. It's very very addictive. These children are having fun, you know.
Wow.
They talk about it. To have them in conversation with their peers, talking about such significant human needs at a young age is very very good.
Yeah, yeah. Especially in terms of insecurity that is bedeviling the world, when you channel young people's mind into something with their energy, it gives them better stance to focus more on life. Like they say, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So it's really, really commendable.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we'll come back now and let's look at music. But let me also say here to everyone watching, in case you just joined us, you've missed like 18 minutes of the show. But not to worry, the videos will still be here on YouTube and Facebook even after the show, so that you can all watch, you can share. Please click the share buttons, and also right now that we are on live, for others to your friends and family to also join us in case you just joined now. And another thing you need to do for us is to also, we're streaming live on two destinations. So right now, Lady Merlin is live here with us on our Facebook channel, and she's also live with us on our YouTube channel. And all our social media channel, you can find us on at Shagalinko TV. That's just simply it. Like the page, drop your comments right now, and please do follow us so that you will also get notifications for further programs, especially when she'll be coming back to do a part two, and we'll talk extensively on some other things. Okay, let's come to music. You have always used music as a way to bridge peace between and amongst people. You have also done a few peace projects here and there. What was your drive into going into music?
Well, I've always been musically inclined. I've always wanted to do music. I enjoy teaching music as a school teacher. And, you know, even with a degree in education, I still have a passion for music and creating music, the whole process of writing, creating melodies, putting it together, doing music videos, promoting it, getting a reaction from the world. It's like I said, it's humbling and it's exciting and it's something that I love. I'm very passionate about. And to discover young talent, you know, they are indigenous talent, raw talent, and create it and turn it into something magnificent. It is very, very, and it's highly appreciated around the world, but especially by the youths that I work with. There is one youth in Uganda. His name is VN Music, and he is also tapped into the agriculture. So it goes hand in hand. You know, we have worked with him. He's an orphan, and we've worked with him on his music career so far, and he's doing quite well. He has released like 6 or 7 music videos and a lot of songs too. And right now he is giving back to his community. He wants to teach the young ones how to do music, how to create beats, how to plant a seed, how to help yourself and don't depend on just your education, but depend on your skills acquisition. I also
True.
have a artist in Ghana. In fact, I have a few of them. A lot of young ones coming up, but we have a superstar. His name is Episode. He is an award-winning, multi-talented genius when it comes to the creative and performing arts. Very, very, very powerful performer, very talented individual. And maybe in another show we could showcase some of his music and his artwork.
We might even ask him to play live for us on the day we will showcase him. Maybe your next time you come, so you tell him to prepare. He's going to play live songs for us, for
He
our
would
viewers
love
across the
that.
world.
He would really love that opportunity. And, I'm thankful if it can be done, not only for him, but for all the musicians that are part and parcel of the Japatahan Music International.
Sure, sure, we will. So, Lady Merlin, we're taking more messages now, and I'd like you to read the ones I'll be showcasing on the screen right now, and then maybe you make your response to them.
In my own view, skill acquisition is better than paper qualification because one can be independent of him or herself with proving and result without suspicious monitoring. Only God knows how one acquired the paper qualification without trace of skills. With proper skill acquisition, no need of any paper qualification because the end desired result is satisfactory to clear and doubt of competency. In those days of age, one has to be better skilled in practicals before award of paper. Yes,
Hmm.
this is true. And in most countries, you do have to do hands on. You must do on the job training. You must do practicals in order to get a certification. It's not just chalk and talk, it's more interactive. You interact with your educator, you interact with the land, you interact with the job you want to do, the skills, and there's a lot of skills involved. It's not just like for project you need to have communicational skills, social
Yeah,
skills, behavioral skills. You have to learn how to read people, and the education system prepares you for this.
true,
The
true.
skills of, say, music and agriculture prepares you on how to do music, how to do agriculture. But what do you do when you're finished learning and acquiring these skills? You need to communicate it. You need to go out and do networking. You need to advertise. All these are other skills that an education program and an initiative like Grow Your Own Food for Yourself and your community gives you, because it prepares you on how to sell your products, how to sell your music, how to brand yourself, you know, and these are essential.
True. Thank you so much. In case you just joined us, the program still is Shagalinko TV. It comes your way every Tuesdays and Saturdays, 2 p.m. West African time. Today, we're looking at paper qualification vis-a-vis skills acquisition. Which is better? Which can go for the other? You want to join us and drop your comments on the comment section? Why not? Just share your views with us and we'll be reading them. My guest today, a special one for that matter, is Lady Marlene, all the way from New York in United States of America. And she's been talking with us on a lot of things, from farming to food security. And now we're looking at music as a way of bridging peace and bringing the world together in one family. I got some messages here, so I'll quickly read them, and then Lady Marlene will come back and talk to us on youth development. One is showing on the screen, and it's from Joseph Prince, and it says, I'm part of it big time, grow your own food. And he also says, thanks for my lady. I got another message here from Silas, and he says, so happy to be connected. Good day, Ambassador and others. Silas, thank you. Would also need you to let us know your comments or your opinion about our topic of discussion. And we're looking at paper qualification or skills acquisition. Which would you prefer? Okay, Lady Marlene, could you help us take this other message here on the screen from Matthias Idris?
Okay, Matthias Idris is saying, in this era, paper qualification alone is not enough. One needs to acquire a skill. Take the COVID-19 saga, for example. A lot of people lost their jobs, but those who had one skill or the other were still able to earn, while those with no skills were greatly affected. Yes, this pandemic has changed the world as we know it, you know, and those of us who have the skills were able to mobilize ourselves better financially and economically, you know, equip us for facing this pandemic.
True.
Emotionally as well, it helps us protect our family, you know, our livelihood. We were able to sell, buy and sell things. You know, these skills are not easily acquired by many, especially those who are academically inclined. You know, without the skills, they can't really function. And some of them need training to do that. That's why we have internship or on-the-job training before you get a job. So you will learn
True.
the handles. Even with the qualification you have, you still need to do basic training.
And it takes a lot, yeah. So COVID-19 was just a time where those who decided to see the future, who also empowered themselves with skills acquisition or built their capacity already, were enjoying that period because they had something else to leverage on or fall back at, something else to even keep busy aside even earning extra cash. Because you find people who were more of the academic nature or in the banking sector or 9 to 5, they were at home feeling depressed, like you said, and nothing to do. But those who had skills, those who had technical skills, we were still calling plumbers to come fix toilets in houses. We were still calling electricians to fix the lights and all that. So jobs were still going on for people and it kept them busy. Okay, Lady Merlin, let's talk about youth development. I will tie this down to youth development and women empowerment because there's no way you talk about young people and also not talk about women. While we talk about this, I wanted to start with the challenges that comes with doing empowerment for young people. For women particularly, for the married ones, it could be a challenge of their partners or their husbands not helping them. We found during the COVID-19 that there was a surge in gender-based violence because more men were at home with their wives, and then no money in the pocket, no food at home. They were channeling their anger and frustration on their wives, even though we felt as activists that it wasn't an excuse for anyone to beat up his wife and all that. So let's even start with the challenges first. What have been some of the challenges you face when you do some of this youth empowerment and women empowerment programs in the rural villages?
Okay. Domestic violence not only affects women, but some women beat up their husbands too.
True,
Let's
true,
big
yeah,
up the the guys out
yeah.
there.
Mm.
But domestic violence in any form is wrong. Um, Domestic violence against women and children especially, because the children are emulating their parents. They
True.
are emulating what they see, and they would take what they see as skills, life skills, and they
Mm.
go out into society, in the schools, in the playground, and they demonstrate the violence. And in their mind, they're thinking, okay,
It's
this is
normal.
what this is normal. This is what happens at home, and this is how my family operates, and this is, but it's not. It's not. And a lot of parents, you know, have vices like alcohol and, out of
Drug
marriage relationship
addiction.
and drugs and a lot of things. Child labor, you know. Um, it is a growing trend, domestic violence, and it has been around for ages, but now that the pandemic has set in and people have to actually live 24 hours in the same space, and
Together.
yeah, and no money coming in, and although money is said to be the root of all evil, it also pays bills. It also
True.
keeps a standard of living, a quality of life, you know and some of the challenges are, people abandon their children. You see a lot of children on the streets. A lot of children end up in orphanages, you know and who are responsible for these children? We have widows who can't even feed themselves, much less to feed their children, you know and some of the work that we're doing is to empower these people, these mothers, these single mothers. Don't give up. Use the skills you have. Tap into a network. Educate yourselves. Grow a business. If you don't know how to, contact someone who do. And our services are there. And most of our services are free. So just contact. There are a lot, not only mine or what I represent, but there's a lot available, you know. But be mindful. Be mindful of what you're doing and considerate of others. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, there's more options available, more expertise, more things to tap into. Don't ever give up. Don't give up on your
Mm.
children, because they carry the future in their school bags. They carry the
True.
future on their backs, you know. And women, mothers, are the backbone of any society, every society. And that's what we look at when we're empowering women especially, to create jobs for them, create trade for them, create business, you know, create community services where they can get money for doing that. And the list goes on and on. And for children, like I said earlier, having conversations such as these with their peers is is much more applaudable and life changing. In any community service, any village, anywhere in the world, children teaching children is the best way to go when
Mm.
you acquiring skills. It's hands-on, and it's communication, it's social development. You start in your own home, and it goes out to the community, and from the community it goes out to your country, and from your country it goes out to the world.
Wow. Such a beautiful one. I like the part where you said children teach children better, talking about using peer to peer and achieving results. Okay. We will be wrapping up now, but I'd need you to tell us your final words of encouragement, because I need us to prepare for a part two where we will have some more of your beneficiaries, people who've also benefited, to come on the show to showcase. Because what we do on Shagalinku is to walk the talk. You know, a lot of people just say we do that, we do this, and that is why I actually liked the videos we showcased, so that people could actually see some of the things. And then a lot of people also have indicated interest, especially agriculture students, youths who are also into farming and all that. They've shown interest when they saw the flyers, and I told them not to worry, that we'll be doing a few partnerships here and there, so that we'll liaise with your Abuja office to see how we could, you know, find a way of channeling the energy of some of these young persons and talented persons into all that. But as we wrap up now and prepare for a part two, I'd like you to talk briefly about the music. I'm sorry, ma'am. The music concert you talked about in Zimbabwe coming up shortly. I'd like you to talk about that quickly, and then your final words of encouragement as we wrap up the show.
Okay, we're planning right now a program. We're talking to the World Food Program internationally. We're talking with the United Nations, UNICEF. We're talking to leaders around the globe. We're talking to musicians who have benefited from our work in Zimbabwe or concerts. You know, we're inviting everyone to come along. We're going to set up a link where people can donate money, food, whatever you can, destination where you can ship, the depots where you can ship food. We're setting up churches to receive these food and distribute it in their communities. And we're planning a virtual concert. It will go live on Facebook and YouTube as well. And we're inviting a lot of corporate sponsorship as well, to make this global event happen. We're going to have some really big headliners, and I can't give it away yet, but the flyer will come out soon and everyone will be able to be part of it. It's going to happen in October 2nd to the 4th. So it's a
Okay.
long weekend extravaganza where
Okay.
people of all races, creed, culture, tradition, country, continent will be able to see and be part of saving the nation, saving Zimbabwe from starvation. My
Wow.
final wrap up would be
Hold on, Lady Merlin. Before you wrap up, a message just came in here, and I thought it would be wise for you to read it before you wrap up. This
okay.
one, please. Yeah.
Franke Bassi says paper qualifications only have proven time and again to be insufficient. We have to back up our paper qualification with skills because it serves as a backup to our academic qualifications. Yes, this is exactly what we were talking about. You need to use that qualification to empower people. And I'll give you a little secret about me. I am a school teacher. I did teacher training. You know, I'm at the tertiary level. You know, I lecture a lot. I motivate people a lot with the academic backgrounds and, you know, the skills I learned along the way. But, you know, it came a time when I left the education system and I came out into the big bad world. And
Mm.
it's crazy that the way I plan the lesson, a lesson plan, you know, I prepare my proposals for government with the same format, you know. So it was enable me, those skills never die. Those acquisition you learn in school, it never die. It stays with you,
Mm.
but it's how you use it in different aspects of your life for the rest of your life and how you transmit it into your community. That is the benefit of an education system. You don't keep it to yourself. Education is not education that is selfish. You give it away. It's given to you to pass on.
True. So, on your
So,
final words now.
my final words for the young people: don't give up. Don't let this pandemic stop you. Don't give up because government is not helping you or corporations are not helping you. Don't give up. Get your education, get your skills, acquire your skills, get both of them, intertwine them, make yourself available for every opportunity or doors that open to you. Sometimes it might not be your interest, but when you get into it, you might like it. Don't give up on something by just seeing it or hearing about it. Get active, go after it, chase your dreams because dreams are real. The only person who can kill your dream is yourself. You know, don't ever give up. There's always hope. Jah put a hand, Jah put a hand on the world, Jah put a hand on the people, the suffering, and those who losing hope. To the mothers, to the young women, to the victims of violence, social bullying, everyone, don't give up. Thank you.
Well, wow, thank you very much. Well, I've been talking with Lady Marlene all the way from New York, United States of America, and we're looking at paper qualifications and skills acquisition in this era and time where times are really, really trying. It's very important for us to build our skills and make sure we become better persons in life. That's the size of the program for today. I must say I have learned a lot just talking with and having great conversation with Lady Marlene. She also forgot to tell you that she's also a peace ambassador, and she's been doing so well in that field. Okay, we'll bring her up again sometime very soon to have a part two of this, and we'll talk extensively more on that. And I want to end up the show by thanking everyone who's been supporting us. Sometimes they tell us not to talk about it publicly, but I just felt to say it here today for everyone who supported this show, who helps us pay some of the bills, the monthly bills, the datas, some of these our team that we need to also pay our editors and all that. We truly want to thank you. Although you say we should not call out your names, but we just want to truly appreciate everyone for making us be on air every time we come on. It takes a whole lot of money, but then people just call us up after the show to give their widow's mite and give their support. And to everyone who's also supported us through liking our pages, sharing it to others, dropping comments every time we come up here to do all that, we also do sincerely appreciate you. Like I said, the program will be on here on YouTube and Facebook because we've been broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook right now. So it will be here for you to check out. If you missed out any part of Lady Marlene's interview, it will be here, and you can also share it with your friends. I know the time zone is different, so as people begin to wake up in their countries, they can also avail themselves of the program. And yes, till we see you on Tuesday, my name is Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari, urging you all to have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday and enjoy the rest of the weekend. From me, it's bye and have a peaceful day. Remember to touch a life. That's the only way we can make the world a better place. God bless you all. Bye-bye.